Hello everybody, welcome back. I have got yet another Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions job breakdown for you. This is the last one. I saved the second best for last, which is the Dark Knight. I say second best because I just love the ninja. The ninja just has better, I just love the stat growth out of it. But the Dark Knight spell, or kit is just amazing. Yeah, one of the... well, again, like second best in my opinion. But the skill set is actually better than, I would say, the ninja. Sanguine Sword is one of just the best abilities in the entire game. It's got a HP absorb that never misses. It's brutal. The fact that the damage from this stuff is calculated based off of your weapon is freaking amazing. It makes it just nasty. All right, we're gonna test these out here. So absorb HP from the target, again, amazing. Infernal Strike, oops, and of course, as I always do, I accidentally backed out. This one, Infernal Strike, absorbs MP. I guess if you're if the enemy's about to, I don't know, nail you with a summon or something, you could sneak their MP away. But you're probably better off just like using a Sanguine Sword or a Crushing Blow, right? To just nuke them down instead. Range 3, radius 1, vertical 2. This is wrong, I think. Oh wait, no. This is right. Range 3, vertical 2, radius 1. Yeah, that's right. And effect stop. I think this says something different. Yeah. When we actually go to use this, this is so weird. It's so weird that this happened. Yeah, range 3, vertical 2, radius 1. What? No, this is right. Type 1 the select ability. Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, this is right. I thought that there was a yeah. Anyways, this is right. Stop is amazing, by the way. Again, one of the best status effects in the entire game. I believe it's got a 25% chance. Yeah, so kind of like the same. Well, yeah, it's the same as Geomancy skills, right? And then Abyssal Blade here. Sacrifice own HP to deal damage to others with the nearest unit suffering the most damage. This is a cone directing from. Well, I guess you get to choose which side this goes from, but the square, or the square right in front of you does the most damage. So basically, this is P attack times bravery divided by 100 times weapon power plus 3. And then the second row is a little bit less. It's basically the same the same damage calculation, other than instead of the weapon power plus 3, it's weapon power plus 1 for the final. The last part of the calculation, and then the last, the final row is way less. Same calculation for the first part, but then it round downs the result, and it doesn't add weapon power. It divides by 2. That sounds probably goofy, but it's not that important to know, but. Just know that as the target gets farther away from you, you're going to do less damage to them with this ability. Unholy Sacrifice. Sacrifices own HP to deal extensive damage to all units in range. Self, radius 3, vertical 3, element dark. That's there's a way to actually increase this, I believe, with the Japa Mala. I think that increases your element, or your dark elemental damage. And then it also can add slow. Let me just see here. Unholy Sacrifice. By the way, let me back up. Abyssal Blade, you lose 20% of your max HP after you use this. And also you can hit your allies with this. Unholy Sacrifice, same deal, friendly fire, but you lose 30% of your maximum HP after you use this. And then it has the 25% chance to add slow. So again, same chance to add slow as Geomancy. So amazing skill set. Let's actually go. Let's go slaughter some stuff with this. Let's Sanguine Sword here, 576. Now, I'm equipped with, I think, a Chaos Blade. Yeah, Chaos Blade. And you can see my attack stat here is 24. So, yeah, I mean, this is amazing. So, let's one-shot this guy, right? 576. Boom. And I get that 576 health back. This guy's gonna hit me. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. Sanguine Sword him. 999 damage. Not bad. Get all my HP back. This guy's gonna do the same thing. Well, I should say he's gonna hit me for a decent amount. Let's Sanguine Sword him for... Oh, let's just take all of his health. Restores me back up to full. And then let's head on over here and... You know what? Before I do this, though... Did I learn everything from Dark Knight? I did not. Okay, good. I can check this outside then. So let's do Unholy Sacrifice here. Just to see. I don't know how much exactly this is going to do, but... not bad. I didn't add slow to either of these two, which stinks, but... You know, he's gonna cure himself. Alright, and then let's do an Abyssal. Let's do an Abyssal just to show you the damage of this. Abyssal. So this is gonna hit this guy for 774. It's gonna hit this. Does that make sense? How is this gonna hit the second guy for more damage? Hang on, let's just try this here. It did. What? There's something else happening in that ability that's not making sense. Man, is that... that might have been Zodiac compatibility. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, there must be a Zodiac compatibility component to that as well. Alright, so let's take a look at their reaction abilities and the other... Oh, no reaction abilities. HP boost. Increases maximum HP by 20%. So, that's actually a pretty good ability. Now, one of these abilities also... Oh, Unholy Sacrifice damage is P attack times M attack plus 0.3 times max HP. So, Unholy Sacrifice does more damage based off of your max HP, obviously, and the P attack and the M attack bonus, right? Boom, 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 boom. It's classified as a magical attack. How, you know, I don't know how useful that is to know, but yeah, it can increase the damage. I mean, having more HP is a good thing. Honestly, I don't love this this ability. I would rather have, like, you know, attack boost or something. Or yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other yeah, abilities that I would rather have. Vehemence is, or Vehemence, I don't know how you want to say that, right? But this is amazing too. Increases attack power by 50%, so this is actually better than attack boost as far as increasing your attack power. But you pay for it by decreasing your defensive power by half as well. So you're going to do more damage, but you're going to take more damage. And that's kind of the way the Dark Knight is set up, is, you know, really, really high damage output, but just not as tanky as some of the other, you know, heavy armor classes. So that is an interesting ability. I've played around with this a little bit, and it can get pretty brutal. This also increases success rates on things like Arts of War and Steel and Martial Arts. So really, really good ability overall. So I suppose, and I think that it, now that I'm realizing it, I think on Thief I said that the best, you know, Thief is a monk with attack boost, but it's actually probably a monk with Vehemence on, or Vehemence. So, yeah, I guess now thinking about that, I kind of feel bad, but yeah, anyways, amazing ability. And then as far as movement here, so your female Dark Knights will have move +3 because in the original PlayStation version, only the Bard had move +3, and they intended for, you know, the female dancers to be, or basically, well, I should say females, to have move +3 because you couldn't get it from the dancer. Dark Knight does not have fly, so do not let your lying eyes deceive you. I added fly to Dark Knight, which is, you know, silly, but fly goes on dancer or bard. Again, Dark Knight has move +3 for the females. It has jump +3 for the males. And again, the reason for that, though, is because they gave move +3 to the bard, but then they didn't have jump +3. Jump +3 ended up on the dancer. So, again, Dark Knight kind of fills up that gap there in movement type abilities from the original PlayStation version. So, yeah, so that is the Dark Knight. Now, Dark Knight also has amazing modifiers to your P attack, which is why they are so devastating. On top of that, they get Night Swords. I've got dual wield. I love dual wielding Dark Knights because of the Excalibur. There are other ways to get haste, and which is why I like the Excalibur. But there are other ways to get haste for Dark Knights, I guess, in the War of the Lines version via Brigand's Gloves. The females have, I think it's this one, Septim, I don't know, Septum, whatever. But I really, really like dual wielding with these. Now, the only other option, like, I guess, you know, the thing with these guys too is like you can do, I could do a Durandal instead, right, to get Protect and Shell, but I wouldn't get the haste, so I'd have to get haste with, you know, either this or Brigand's Gloves. But I absolutely, you know, prioritize haste. Like, if I can get it, I get it, right, and I will make lots of sacrifices to get it. As far as helmets here, they cannot use hats. That is a bit of a shame, right? Because I really like the Akasha hat and the Thief hat, but it is what it is, and you know, they can use the heavy helmets. You can also use the hairpins for the female knights, obviously, as usual. But yeah. As far as armor, though, they do get light armor, which is interesting. Normally, your heavier units can't use light armor, right? Like the Knight or, yeah, I guess Dark Knight, Samurai, Dragoon. But yeah, the Dark Knight can actually use the lighter armor, which, I mean, honestly, I do like the ninja gear because of the speed. And you can really, really run like a bit of a glass cannon with this, right? Dark Knight, because of the Sanguine Sword, you can really get away with running around with the ninja gear. Otherwise, you know, just go with something like a Mirage Vest or the Brave Suit. They can also use the robes. The Lordly Robe, oddly, is kind of good on them just because of the way that their, you know, their different attacks work, right? Like Unholy Sacrifice is P attack times M attack, you know, and then plus 0.3 times max HP. So, like, you can actually do some pretty good damage with this Lordly Robe. Obviously, though, you're going to lose a lot of HP, which means that you're probably not going to want to use, you know, Unholy Sacrifice and Abyssal Blow too much, right? Because you're just not going to have a whole lot of HP. So yeah, you're going to be, again, very, very much glass cannon if you want to go this kind of route. Otherwise, just go with, you know, really, really heavy armor, get yourself some extra HP, and stay a little bit healthier, or give yourself a little bit more of a buffer to run around and cause devastation. But I mean, it's mostly the case that you're going to be just fine on a Dark Knight because you're able to use that Sanguine Sword. I probably use that way more than anything else. Crushing Blow is amazing, though, as well, because of that. It does a little bit more damage, but also it can stop, so it's another, you know, just an amazing ability. But as far as movement I'm sorry, accessories here, really, again, a lot of options here. You can go Brigand Gloves if you want to get if you want to haste. The female has these, you know, the different sorts of, perfume. Tyner Rogue here is amazing as well because it's got the +3 physical and magical protect, shell, haste. I mean, this is this thing is amazing. That actually probably is the best thing to equip on them. Protect, shell, haste, and honestly though, that also kind of means that there isn't that much reason to do a dual wield set with these. Because the only other thing you could do here is go with the Durandal, but that's got Protect Shell as well, right? And that's redundant because your rogue already has it, right? So that would mean you could go back to using a shield, which Dark Knights do, typically get. So, yeah, and that probably honestly is a little bit of a better setup to do. Let's see here. Yeah, I think, you could also do things like the power garb here, right? To get the extra 2 physical, which is, pretty nice. Oh, I mean, look at this. Jesus, her P attack is up to 29 with this setup. That's nuts. By the way, also, you have to have swords equipped to use the Darkness command. It doesn't have to be a Night Sword. You can use like Moonblade, so that's another option for haste, by the way, would be the Moonblade, but why would you pick that when you've got a perfectly good Excalibur, right? Let's see what else here. So apparently they can use axes. I don't know why you would ever use one. These things are freaking garbage. Random damage, plus I don't think you can use the Darkness command with that, so that's just stupid. Here is the first of the Fell Swords. Fell Swords got added to the to this version of the game. Now, honestly, I don't really like them that much because they're all 2-handers, which means you cannot use a shield. And I mean, okay, this thing is amazing, by the way. 40 attack, okay, very cool. Element dark, all right. Effect KO, but that's only when you actually melee with it, right? And the Darkness command is amazing. So like I never use melee attacks with a Dark Knight. There's just no reason, right? So why would these things are honestly, in my opinion, these are completely pointless. Even the best one here only has an attack of 40, and why would you not just use a Chaos Blade instead, right? I mean, this thing's got regen on it. It can sometimes turn the enemy to stone. Same exact attack, and it's only a one-hander. Again, there's just no reason to use the Fell Swords here. This one has stop on it. Again, same thing though. Why are you meleeing with these when you've got a perfectly good Darkness command? The other thing is stop. You can get that from Crushing Blow. And Crushing Blow, you're not going to get countered, right? Erendite here, slow, same thing as Unholy Darkness. So just use that instead. Deathbringer here, effect Doom, worthless. I cannot, well, in most cases I don't like Doom, right? Because it takes 3 turns to finally kill the guy, right? So just don't bother. Blind, garbage. So that's the 5. It looks like, yeah, there's only 5 Fell Swords in this game. So again, use a Night Sword instead. Use the Chaos Blade and equip a shield. Keep yourself a little bit more defensive if you want to go that route, or dual wield like I'm doing here. That is it. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do one last thing here. The requirements. Normally I haven't brought this up, but the thing with the Dark Knight though is just that the prereqs for this are so brutal. You have to put so much time into this. Kind of like the calculator where you have to learn so many abilities from the other classes. The Dark Knight is very similar. You have to master the Knight. You have to master the Black Mage. Level 8 Samurai, level 8 Geomancer, level 8 Ninja, level 8 Dragoon. That is an absolute boatload of time that you're going to spend trying to get one of these. And also 20 plus kills, meaning you have to crystallize or let the enemy turn into an item 20 times. So absolutely brutal, but honestly, this class is just amazing. I love it. You know, the Darkness command is amazing. Their equipment options are really, really good. And again, I just think that they're really worth putting the time in, because you are going to ruin everything with Dark Knights. So that is it. That is all the time I've got for this one. As always, I hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.